What if a single hair could tell a story 500 years old? Imagine if a smudge on a notebook left by a thumb long ago could speak to us today? What if we could ask new questions of one of history's greatest minds? Not with words, but with the tools of science. This is the grand and careful quest of the Leonardo DNA project. It is a journey that seeks to bridge the vast ocean of time that separates us from a true giant of the Renaissance. A modern hunt for ancient clues. A delicate dance between the known and the unknown. A testament to our unending curiosity, science meeting art history books, opening their pages to genetic code. It is a story about Leonardo da Vinci, a man who saw the world with an artist's eye and a scientist's mind. Now, centuries after he lived, we are trying to see him in a new way through the very blueprint of life itself. So what is the goal here? The A in our journey stands for AIM. The central aim of the Leonardo DNA project is to build a clearer picture of Leonardo da Vinci. It is about tracing his genetic legacy through time. Scientists want to understand more about his family, his physical characteristics, perhaps even his health. This is not a simple task. Leonardo had no known children, so there is no direct line to follow. Instead, researchers must become detectives, using history as their map, genetics as their magnifying glass, to find connections that have survived for half a millennium. The project aims to connect the dots between historical records and biological facts. For centuries, we've learned about Leonardo from his paintings, his notebooks, the writings of people who knew him. Now we have a new kind of text to read, the text of DNA. By studying genetic material from known relatives, past, and known relatives, present, scientists hope to piece together parts of Leonardo's own genetic profile. The goal is to build a reference, a genetic anchor, that can be used to verify other clues, like whether bones thought to be his are authentic. To understand why this project matters, we must first remember the man at its center. Leonardo da Vinci was not just an artist. He was a universe of curiosity contained in one person. Born in 1452 in Vinci, Italy, he grew up to become the ultimate Renaissance man. His mind was always moving, always questioning, always connecting ideas that no one else thought to connect. He saw the world as an interconnected whole. He was a thinker, an inventor, an observer, a dreamer. Most people know him for his art. The Mona Lisa, her mysterious smile, The Last Supper, human emotion and drama, the Vitruvian Man, art and scientific precision. But art was just one expression of his genius. He was fascinated by the natural world. He studied the flight of birds. He wanted to build machines to let humans soar. Now we move to the bee biology. To understand this project, we need to understand its key tool, DNA. What is DNA? Think of it as a very long and detailed instruction book inside almost every living cell. This book contains the information that tells your body how to grow and function. It determines things like your hair color, your height, how your body works. Each person's DNA is unique, inherited from parents. Half comes from the mother, half comes from the father. Certain parts of this instruction book are useful for tracing family lines. One is the Y chromosome, passed down only from father to son, remaining almost unchanged through many generations. A powerful tool for tracking male lineage. Another important part is mitochondrial DNA, or mTNA, found in a different part of the cell passed down exclusively from a mother to all of her children's sons and daughters. So how do scientists actually find this ancient DNA? The process is incredibly delicate historical research, high-tech lab work. It is like being a ghost hunter, but for genes. The first step is to use historical records to build a detailed family tree. Researchers have spent years poring over church documents, tax records, letters tracing descendants of Ser Piero da Vinci. They look for an unbroken line of male descendants living in Italy today. Once potential relatives are identified, researchers approach them with respect and transparency. Scientists explain the goals and ask for consent. If they agree, a simple, painless sample is taken, a swab from the inside of the cheek. The swab contains cells, and inside those cells is DNA. Back in a super clean lab, the Y chromosome is isolated. Comparing Y chromosomes across descendants reveals a shared Da Vinci family genetic signature. The search also looks at objects Leonardo may have touched. Well, this brings us to C for clues. If this ambitious project succeeds, what could the DNA actually tell us? The clues it might reveal are fascinating. The most direct clue would be the confirmation of Leonardo's genetic family line. By matching the Y chromosome from living relatives, scientists can create a reliable genetic map of his paternal ancestry. This could help verify historical records. It could even uncover lost branches of the family tree. It would provide a solid scientific foundation for other genetic investigations. So, the DNA could also offer hints about Leonardo's physical appearance and about his health. Certain genes are linked to traits like eye color, hair color. While not a perfect predictor, this could help create a more accurate portrait of him. Furthermore, DNA can reveal predispositions to certain medical conditions. Did he have genes linked to a particular kind of vision that helped his art? Did he have a genetic risk for diseases? These clues must be interpreted with great care, but they could add a new layer to our understanding of his life. Another exciting possibility, using DNA for art authentication and preservation. Imagine a drawing is discovered that is thought to be by Leonardo. With great power comes great responsibility. The ability to read the book of life, especially for a figure like Leonardo, comes with profound ethical duties. This project is not just about what science can do, it is about what it should do. The first and most important ethical rule is respect. This means respecting the living descendants of the Da Vinci family. Their privacy is paramount. Their genetic information is personal, and the project must protect it fiercely. They are not just data points, they are partners in a journey of discovery. This respect extends to the dead. If any remains believed to be Leonardo's are ever studied, they must be treated with the highest level of dignity. The idea is not to disturb a final resting place for trivial reasons, but to answer significant historical questions with minimal impact. Any study would require full permission from all relevant authorities, including government officials and church officials. The goal is to learn from the past, not to exploit it. We have traveled through our ABC journey. We started with A, the aim to trace the legacy of Leonardo da Vinci by connecting history and science. We explored B, the biology, the amazing instruction book of DNA, Y chromosome, and mtDNA that act as family trackers. And we looked at C, the clues, the tantalizing secrets that DNA might reveal about Leonardo's family, his health, his art, and his origins. This project is a testament to how far we have come in our ability to read the story of life. This quest is about more than just one man, no matter how great. It is a shining example of human curiosity in action. It brings together historians, geneticists, artists, and ethicists, all working together to ask a shared question. It shows us that the past is not a closed book. It is a dynamic story that we can continue to explore with new tools and new perspectives. The Leonardo DNA project is a bridge of wonder, connecting us directly to the world of the Renaissance and to a mind that continues to inspire us 5 centuries later. Will we find a complete genetic sequence for Leonardo? Perhaps not. Will we be able to answer every question we have about him? Almost certainly not. But the journey itself holds immense value. In searching for Leonardo, we learn more about the science of DNA, the history of Europe, and the importance of ethical research. The wonder, as always, lies in the questions that remain.